Hey, what's up, everybody? Campervan Cory. When I first was building this campervan, I was really lost at the part of the electrical system. It was like racking my brain every single night. I was trying to research and find stuff, and I realized there's really not that much out there on how to wire up your RV or your campervan or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna start off right here. Um, these are my batteries. Each battery is 109 amp hours a piece, so together it's 218 amp hours. And to do that, you need to wire your batteries in parallel. It means you take your positive, you take your wire, 2-AUG wire. This is 2-AUG wire off Amazon. I'll post a link in the description below this video. This is 2-AUG wire. You take one, you hook it to your positive, you run it, it runs over right to your other positive. You do the same thing on the other side with the negative. You connect the negative to negative. Now you still have 12 volts, but you've doubled your amp hours. If you do it the other way in series, you double your voltage. So if you have 6-volt batteries, you want to hook them up in series. If you have 12-volt batteries like mine, deep cycle marine batteries you get at Walmart, you want to hook them up in parallel, just like this. Okay, now that we've talked about the batteries, everything that you hear is DC that you plug into a cigarette lighter is 12 volt. So say this fan, this endless breeze fan, this has this end, that's 12 volt. These batteries are 12 volts. Okay, so any of that stuff, it can run right off that stuff. If you want anything higher than 12 volt, if you're talking about like 120, 115, you need a power inverter. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But okay, so let's do what I did. I got the 12 volt system down first when I built it, and then I hooked up the 120 stuff for your regular sockets, just like this. Alright, so let's just talk about these first. Alright, after you hook these up in parallel, you want one of these. It's an on and off switch. You can get it on Amazon. I'll post a link for that. And you hook this up to just one of your positives, alright? Because this positive is the same thing as that positive. So I ran the same 2-AUG wire from that positive, ran it over there to my on and off switch. At the back of the on and off switch, there's bolts so you can tighten the wires onto it. So I ran this side of the on and off switch into a 12-port fuse box panel. I'll show you I'll post a link on the description for that also. Just uses a small, sorry if the lighting's not too great in there. Just uses the small fuses. And as you can see here, all this wiring, this stuff is not hooked up. But all this stuff is ran in behind my walls. That's 12 gauge wire, okay? That's ran in behind my walls and into my ceiling, into my LED lights, into my fantastic fan, whatever you want. You can run your wire anywhere you want for it. So all those wires connected to the LEDs and all that, they run back into there, in behind the walls, and they run into that fuse panel. Okay, so that fuse panel connects to that on and off switch, and it runs into your batteries. So when you get the lights on, you turn that on and off switch, you turn this switch, and watch. All your electrical's off now. Turn it back on. Okay? That's pretty much the basics of the 12 volt system. That's all you really need. You don't need anything fancy. Everything that's 12 volt, you hook up to your 12 volt panel. You have it on the on and off switch, and you got it running to your batteries that are in parallel on the one side. Okay, let's talk about the 120 stuff now. Such as like my refrigerator. Okay, that's running off my power inverter right here. This power inverter takes 12 volts electricity and it amplifies it into 115 volts or 120 volts. This is a 1500 watt power inverter. I got that on Amazon. I'll post the link in the description below also. So I have this heavy duty extension cord coming out, and it's running in behind, and it's plugged into that refrigerator, okay? So that's pretty much the only thing that I have hooked onto this inverter. This cord right here is just this power strip. This power inverter is ran through, and you can see that's the positive, and it's hooked up to a fuse. This inverter comes with that fuse, so you don't even need to buy it. It comes with it in the box. So pretty much on the back of this inverter, is a positive. You hook it comes with all the wiring for this. You hook it up to the positive, you run it to your positive, and you take your negative and you run it to your negative side. And you can see here on my positive I got my inverter, my parallel wire connecting two batteries together, and then this one running to my on and off switch. Okay, now for charging your batteries. You can get a voltage sensing relay, which I don't really recommend. I don't really like them. And a voltage sensor relay, it's okay though. They're pretty cool. They're good if you need it, and they come in handy. It's hooked up to your alternator of your engine, and your alternator charges your starter battery. But you can hook this voltage sensor relay up, so when that voltage sensor relay gets like 12.8 volts, it kicks on and it will charge these batteries only while your engine's running. And when you turn the engine off, you know, it stops. It doesn't drain your starter battery, which is pretty cool. I don't have that. I had it, and I actually returned it to Amazon, and I went ahead and I bought a 100 watt Renogy solar panel, and that's not hooked up yet. I'm hooking that up today or tomorrow, and that comes with a charge controller. That's all you need for that. You just need your solar panel and a charge controller. So the solar panel's on your roof or wherever, and it's collecting the energy, and that's connected to the solar panel or to the charge controller. And that charge controller trickle charges your battery so it doesn't overcharge them, and you know, it sends a good positive charge into your batteries. That's all you need. I'll post a link. You can get the kit on Amazon. I think it's 180, 190 bucks, and it comes with the 100 watt Renogy solar panel with the charge controller and all the wiring and everything. And that's the same kit that I have. I actually have a video of me unboxing it if you check on my channel. And that's what's going to charge my batteries. Also, I now have that AC unit in the back, and I can either run shore power for that, where shore power is you can plug in somewhere at RV park on somebody, you have a buddy's house that lets you use an extension cord. I can plug my AC unit in there, and I also can plug my extension cord or shore power and charge my batteries, you know, if I needed to with a battery charger. And I also have a generator now on the back. There's a hitch rack on the back, and I can start that generator up and I can power that AC unit, or I could power that generator up and connect it to the battery charger, you know, and charge my batteries if there's not too much sun out. My solar panels aren't giving me enough juice to run. But you know, I really don't run much. That Hayer mini fridge doesn't really use much, and that's the only thing on the power inverter. And I don't always keep it on. I only keep it on if I got beer or food. And as far as the 12 volt stuff, just a couple LEDs and that vent fan, and that doesn't use anything. So I can go for days on these batteries, even with no sunlight. So that's really it. It looks and seems so much more harder and confusing than it is, but it's really simple. If you guys have any more questions, I know I'm rambling. If I went too fast or I didn't cover something, just send me a message on here or on Facebook or leave a comment below, and I'll help you out as best as I can. And good luck with your guys' build. Good luck with your electrical systems, and feel free to send me a message if you need any help. Thanks for watching, guys.